Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're not done already, subscribe to Off the Canvas Boxing, like the video, do all that great stuff. Okay, let's get to 350 subs ASAP. Thanks for all of you guys as well for the support, okay, for the comments, for the interaction, the likes. You guys have been absolutely amazing, so I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Okay, this is fights we need in 2022 from Motivedia. Okay, so the fights that I want to see, let me just rattle them off quickly. I want to see AJ become undisputed, smack up Usyk, and then smack up Fury. Okay, I also want to see the Errol Spence Jr. versus Crawford fight. I have Crawford winning that one in particular, but I definitely want to see that fight as well. I want to see Anthony Yard beat maybe Joseph Jr. or whoever to win a world title, and I also want to see a domestic light heavyweight clash, you know, if that makes sense. I want to see Haley versus Lomachenko for the world title. I just want to see the lightweights mix it up together, if that makes sense. Maybe tag against Ryan Garcia, you know, who knows. But I want to see them fight each other. And if I had to choose one more fight, I know it's something crazy, but this is just my humble personal opinion. I want to see KSI versus Jake Paul though. You lot will probably look at me thinking, right, OTC, what? KSI versus Jake Paul? Is this what you're on? Not gonna lie, been looking forward to that since the first ever, no, actually since KSI beat Joe Weller. I've been looking forward to that one in particular. So yeah, if we can get that fight as well, my life is complete. Nevertheless, without further ado, let's get cracking.
That could happen. We gotta see how it goes. But you know, like I said, I can move up to 160 and fight Canelo Alvarez.
Fight fans, welcome back.
Anyone who has the desire to be something in the sport is a danger.
A new year brings fresh optimism that the biggest fights will be made.
I am going to knock you spark out.
And the biggest names will display their true greatness.
Not a businessman, I am a fucking Spartan, and I'm only interested in knocking fuckers out.
Pending the age-old difficulties of politics, pressure, and purse bids, from big hitters to pint-sized pugilists, the groundwork has been laid.
And the new crowd is on their feet with 40 seconds to go.
Oscar can't keep ducking. It's time for him to fight.
Here we glance over some of the biggest fights we can hope to see in 2022. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
Anyone, anytime, any place.
I'll run him over. If it look like he's been run over by an 18-wheeler, just like Deontay Wilder, but I'll reverse back over him and then run him over again. That's what I'll do with him.
A second heavy-handed dismantling of Deontay Wilder in October has opened the door for Tyson Fury to finally grant Dillian Whyte his long-awaited world title shot.
He just starts rubbish, man. The guy frustrates me, man. I want to slap him in his bald head, man.
That collision stands as a semi-final towards undisputed status. Unless Anthony Joshua can fine-tune his tactics and win his make-or-break rematch, it will be Alexander Usyk moving closer to the ultimate prize.
So I'm done with losing. I'm done with trying to learn the boxing sweet science. The learning's done. Like, it's war. It's just straight war. I'm annoyed.
I don't believe he had a confidence in what he was doing or in that specific game plan. And that is a breakdown of communication between fighter and team.
He just had his number at that point in time, and I think he's going to have his number even more so the second time around.
Wilder's recovery pathway.
Astaghfirullah al-Azim. Bruv. Listen, big man. The suit was too heavy.
Could lead to a potential collision with Andy Ruiz Jr.
Late 2022, you may have another title shot. Is that what you're sort of looking at?
Yes, that's exactly why we're back in the gym. That's why my mind is just focused on getting those belts back.
Beating a former unified belt holder would help fast-track the Bronze Bomber back into the mix.
Hopefully, Andy, you listening? Get your ass back in the gym, bro. Shit, that money gonna run out, bro.
What a match as always. You know, well done to him because he's a warrior. I don't know how many times I thought the fight was over and he kept coming back. It was still dangerous to the end.
Outside of the top fighters sit the fresher figures of Joe Joyce, Joseph Parker, Fabio Wardley, and Otto Wallen.
Rattled there with that counter left hand from Waleed.
Plus battle-hardened veterans like Ortiz, and Carlos Takam.
After your victory for the world title, you said, I want all the belt holders as soon as possible. Is that still the goal?
Yeah, 100%. All I'm waiting for is Eddie to say go.
Despite Usyk's exit, the cruiserweight division still boasts the likes of Latvian veteran Maris Bradis.
Right hand over the top from Bradis, and Usyk's tucking up, just alive, hoping that this storm will pass.
Who will hopefully rumble with fledgling champion Lawrence Okolie.
Eddie Hearn, give you Okolie money and we make fight. Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Despite being dangled the Canelo carrot in an audacious move, Ilunga Makabu will instead rematch Tabiso Machunu before potentially fighting the Mexican on Cinco de Mayo.
I'll fight Canelo every way he says, every way he wants.
In
I'll
Mexico
fight
and Africa, doesn't matter, right?
You are tough, the best man, and you're meeting the best.
As the cruisers assemble, the real action appears to be happening in and around 175.
But, you know, good for Canelo, go up to cruiserweight, try and win a belt there. I want to see Canelo and Beterbiev.
If Canelo looks elsewhere, then beastly Beterbiev and rival champion Bivol could finally collide.
Someone can say you're a boring fighter, something like, but who wanna fight me? Who wanna try to beat me?
With Callum Johnson and Joe Smith set for a world title shootout, Anthony Yarde is poised to tackle the winner after defeating Lyndon Arthur.
And another right hand.
And he's on a seek and destroy mission. He's a tremendous finisher. I don't think there's that many better finishers in the business than Anthony Yarde when he gets a man in trouble.
Look at this, look at this.
Man.
Pouch automatically tries all the codes it knows about from all over the web.
Sorry, lad. Lies in a
For Canelo, clashes with Beterbiev or David Benavidez would get pulses racing.
I feel like once I get Canelo in front of me, he's going to be doing a lot of stuff. He's going to be throwing me off a lot because he's super good, but that's when I do the best.
A Benavidez win over Caleb Plant neatly sets the scene.
He's not a better athlete than me. He does not work harder than me. He physically cannot. That boy can't beat me.
Even his promoter, even Eddie Hearn said, you know, you need to fight somebody. You know, so who is the public going to be happy seeing him fight?
Gennady Golovkin is due one more big fight, with Jermall Charlo and Saunders suitable candidates. Lurking in the shadows, Demetrius Andrade will fancy his chances against the Azing Kazakh.
Jab was looking beautiful all night, and at the end of the day, you put Triple G in front of me, I'm going to destroy him.
This is, you know, get better. This is a get better moment. I could recite everything that happened in that fight, and of course, I would take a rematch. Don't know when, but I would love to get in there and fight him again.
The decision is a split decision draw.
Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano look set to fight again. Can Charlo learn the lessons of the first fight, as he did with Tony Harrison?
We're both just doing our craft. So, you know, outside the ring, nothing but respect. Inside the ring, yeah, I'm going to want to knock his head off.
Only once there is such demand for a fight that it makes sense for competing promoters and networks to do business with one another do we get the fights we really want.
Who number one in the welterweight division now?
A lot of stuff is smoke and mirrors. That's what Bob Earl do. Bob Earl do a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors with him, and that's how it is with Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is the matchup every fight fan wants. But don't rule out an ageless Filipino legend returning to finally fight Spence.
It's a good fight, man. When them young dogs, I remember being a young dog, when them young dogs are barking and they're hungry, you know, it's one thing to have a barking dog. It's another thing to have a hungry barking dog. You know what I mean?
Jaron Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz is a dream matchup for the future. Ennis, however, will feel he's ready for the likes of
bad boy matchup. Absolute bad boy matchup. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of this. Let's go.
Yordenis Ugas right now.
Now the plan is to unify the title in welterweight. Everybody said that he was the champion. Now they know who the real champion is.
I'm gonna knock your spark out. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna knock your spark out. You're getting it. You're getting it. You. It's easy to. I'm gonna look over you and say, I told you, Amir. I'm gonna look over you, knock spark out and say, I told you.
Their careers might both be closing, but anticipation will still be high when Amir Khan.
Who you guys got, Khan or Brook? Because I've got Khan winning this fight, but let me know who you guys have.
Khan and Kell Brook finally settle their differences.
I'm God gifted. Hope you're not coming in for the payday because you're gonna get hurt. This is an easy fight for me. Easy, you're easy.
When he's going down. Look, feint. 1-2. What a punch.
Needing a step up in class to legitimize his status and appease the critics, victory over Adrian Broner would be a strong statement for Conor Benn.
I'll take Broner out. He don't concern me at all. These fights I've asked for, I don't need to call him out on social media because I know what social media is, because I get called out myself.
Before Josh Taylor outgrows 140, he might seek to settle his war of words with Teofimo Lopez.
If he was speaking like that to me and I was here, I would slap him that hard his moustache would hit the tarmac.
Who was last seen losing to George Kambosos.
Show everybody, I'm 24, I just hit my Kobe year. What you think I'm about to do? What do you think I'm about to do? I'm ball hogging this one. I ain't gonna pass it to none of y'all.
So I don't think a Devin Haney fight happens. Everybody wants a slice of him, Barack. I think I know why, but hopefully these fights start to happen.
The ferocious Aussie is in the enviable position of being able to fight whoever offers a bumper payday.
As long as it makes sense. No, of course. And I know you already said you come to Charlotte. That's beautiful because I like
I'll fight you on Jupiter if I got to.
Kambosos was here. You just saw what he did in his fight.
All them guys is easy work. They easy work, man.
After a dip in PPV buys against plucky Isaac Cruz, Gervonta Tank Davis could finally break out and fight a cross-promotional rival.
Who would you prefer to see tanking with next? Is Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Ryan Garcia?
Lomachenko, but it's the bomber against the bomb squad.
I got a belt now. I put on a great performance with a top-level champion, and I don't think there's no way out now.
Climbing the weights, picking up titles as he progresses, Shakur Stevenson could use.
I'll see what they're doing. They're going down the weight classes. I'm hearing it, man. I'm digging it. Shakur Stevenson, bad boy.
Unify with Oscar Valdez or take on the charismatic Chris Colbert at 130.
Is the goal, the main goal, the Inoue fight, or
the main goal?
Other options that
the main goal is definitely getting all the belts right here.
Despite having already beaten Nonito Donaire, Japanese monster Inoue could entertain a rematch with the Filipino veteran.
The Renaissance continues!
John Rio Casimero would undoubtedly fight either man.
The real monster, baby, the real
monster! Man, you're a monster? What the fuck? No, you are no monster. You are a Japanese turtle. No monster, man.
They've already done it twice, and with one win apiece, nobody would complain if Roman Gonzalez and Juan Francisco Estrada settled their enthralling trilogy.
2,593 punches thrown in the fight. It's incredible, you know.
This is El Gallo's fight right here. Punching backwards, getting the nice counters.
Oh, big left hand for El Gallo again.
Fresh from his disputed win over Brandon Figueroa, Philadelphia's Stephen Fulton and super bantamweight rival Akhmad Daliev both have 2 belts.
I'm not gonna point out exactly the things it was, because I'm gonna be the first undisputed. Mark my words. Yeah. But he's a solid southpaw. He's a solid southpaw.
The queen of Irish boxing, Katie Taylor, has already beaten Cindy Serrano. And wants to repeat the trick on her sister, multi-weight world champion Amanda.
I'm super excited to share the ring with Katie Taylor. She's a hell of a fighter, great champion, and it's just to grow the sport of women's boxing.
I want all the mega fights, but that's definitely the fight that people have been talking about more so than the others. So, yeah, I hope it happens.
Can't wait for all of this, man.
The pay-per-view for 2 toddlers fighting can vary widely.
Listen, guys, overall, like, I ain't even gonna front this to you guys, yeah? I can't wait for this year. This year is going to be, if it goes well, we might have the best boxing year of all time. Nah, I'm gassing it. But at least, you know, the best in the last 5 years. If it doesn't go well, yeah, it's going to be another 2020 situation. The World Cup is towards back end of the year, so hopefully that's not going to hugely affect it. But the way things are gearing up, there's a lot of undisputed titles literally on the line. So it's just literally 1 or 2 fights away from undisputed. So hopefully we get the fights we get this year and onwards and upwards. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel. Peace and prosperity. I'm gonna see you guys in a bit. Peace.